I know this is one of the best weeks of our lives here. We come here and we see everybody we know, but also, be part of the event. So who knows what Cambridge have in store for next year? I'm curious, but it's going to be hard to beat. So, but so far so good.
Oh, Dan.
Adam Silver believed he understood everything. The WNBA received millions from the NBA commissioner. Anticipating consistent growth and favorable press, rather, he experienced the worst PR disaster of his professional life. All as a result of one basketball player choosing to use a golf club. Caitlin Clark was meant to be the golden goose, the sensational rookie who would eventually turn a profit in the WNBA.
Honestly, just got so triggered by Caitlin Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one.
From his Manhattan office, Silver observed as attendance broke records, ticket sales skyrocketed, and goods flew off the shelves. Everything appeared to be ideal until it all went awry more quickly than a poor three-point attempt.
PGA understand what's great for business. Not what's good for business, what's great. It'd be nice if the WNBA could get with the program. It'd be nice if you didn't allow your greatest asset to get beat up and hacked and fouled 94 feet and be targeted since day one of stepping into the league. It'd be nice, it'd be smart, you'd be better off, but you guys are gonna do what you want to do.
This is the interesting part, though. The league that Silver funded began to treat their largest like a practice dummy. Clark received a ton of flagrant fouls in every game. She was targeted by seasoned players with cheap shots. Her accomplishments were minimized by the media. What's the worst part? WNBA executives did nothing but sit there and seen it take place. Silver began to receive awkward phone calls. Executives at Nike were incensed. Explanations were required by television networks.
That could do for their sport. They understand that let's say 1,000 new eyeballs, 10,000 new eyeballs show up. If only they could get a fraction of those new eyeballs to become fans, they understand that's a win. They understand that that's a bonus. They understand that's not the opportunity that comes across them every single day. So they need to capitalize on this moment. We also had the speaking engagement that Caitlin Clark took part in last season. I'm assuming we're going to run it all back. We're going to have the speaking engagement,
Corporate sponsors started questioning why their money was being squandered on a league that appeared intent on undermining itself. When Clark entered that golf course, that was the tipping point. In Florida, furthermore, she completely dominated the news in a sport unrelated to basketball. Her stroke was praised by Tiger Woods. She immediately became close friends with Nelly Korda. The adulation on the internet erupted for Clark's innate ability.
All these eyeballs and, the Caitlin Clark effect that we talk about, viewership, money, all of those things. All of the people who were shouting this for the entire WNBA season, this is an instance where we are proved correct. You see her at this event, you see the kind of noise that this is making, you see that this is trending on social media, you see that SportsCenter, Bleacher Report, all of these places, every media outlet is covering this, and you don't say anything. That's what we were talking about this whole season. We were correct. The fans that were saying that the WNBA seems to be trying to quiet the noise of Caitlin Clark, not letting her shine to her full ability, and not, in turn, not helping your own players in the league, we were right. And this event proved it, because the LPGA did literally everything correct. They capitalized on the moment. They found a way to put it on television. They allowed people to be there. Caitlin was signing autographs. They put their best golf.
Silver, meanwhile, watched in increasing terror as the data came in. The LPGA expanded its social media presence. More fans in a single day than the WNBA had accumulated throughout the season. Initially, Clark's golf merchandise sold WNBA jerseys. Her golf debut received more coverage on SportsCenter than the WNBA playoffs as a whole. Then followed the phone calls that chilled Silver to the bone.
So amazing. She's so sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out.
In this place, prominent business partners began to doubt their investments in the WNBA. Why should they provide funding for a league that deliberately prevented fan interaction? Why back a company that appears to be allergic to marketing their own stars? Silver became aware of his serious issue. The NBA had made significant investments in the expansion of the WNBA. Anticipating profits from such investment, rather, he was witnessing millions of dollars being squandered. Due to the WNBA leadership's inability to understand fundamental marketing concepts, the golf competition wasn't only. It was embarrassing for the WNBA and directly jeopardized Silver's standing as a capable commissioner. The issue was being gently laughed at by his professional sports friends. How might the NBA's purported? Is it possible for a bright leader to permit such egregious talent mismanagement? The calls began to come in. In a hurry, Silver was called into an urgent meeting by Nike's executive team. They had made enormous investments in WNBA collaborations.
Probably ever play this game. It's super fun and special for me. Like, I'm a fan of both of them, but a fan of, all the women on this tour. I think it's absolutely incredible.
Anticipating that Caitlin Clark will represent women's basketball for the ensuing 10 years, rather, they observed their greatest potential. The very league they were supporting methodically destroys the star. Gatorade removed their delegates. After Clark's golf performance, he left WNBA headquarters in a matter of hours.
They actually had odds that, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every
Her first season had already been the focus of whole campaigns created by their marketing team. They were now frantically trying to reroute those millions for golf sponsorships. Nobody missed the irony a basketball player was making. Basketball is less profitable than golf, but hold on, things get worse. One of the WNBA's oldest companies is State Farm Insurance. Partners expressed worries about their ongoing investment in a formal letter to Silver. They had made a specific request. More season-long marketing possibilities with a Clark focus. What was the WNBA's reaction? Total silence on the radio while other players attacked their investment with cheap shots. The official basketball supplier is Wilson Sporting Goods. Began looking for joint ventures with professional golf associations for the WNBA. Their executives came to a realization. The leadership of the WNBA completely failed. Clark was more valuable than any other WNBA player because of his crossover appeal. Together, and the league was deliberately squandering it. Let's pause to consider what Silver was actually dealing with. This year alone, the NBA has invested more than $30 million in WNBA operations. Television agreements, arena upgrades, advertising efforts and player pay. Growing fan interaction was the foundation for all of that investment. Revenue from corporate sponsorship. The WNBA had never witnessed a quicker route to profitability than Clark's. 3 times as many people watched her games as usual. Every time she performed, merchandise sales rose by 400%. Business sponsors were absolutely splashing money at any chance to be associated with her brand. Here's the worst part: this fantastic chance had been vigorously discouraged by WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. She was concerned that other players could feel overlooked. She wished to prevent the league from being overly reliant on a single star. Slow, steady progress was more appealing to her than rapid popularity. Silver was astounded by the foolishness. Professional sports leagues see generational brilliance capable of revolutionizing entire industries. Tom Brady was the focal point of NFL dynasties. Michael Jordan was marketed internationally by the NBA. Caitlin Clark was acquired by the WNBA and choose to conceal her beneath a bushel. Large television networks. Clarks began to renegotiate their WNBA contracts. The falling playoff ratings infuriated ESPN executives. After they eliminated Clark's team, they had built the entire season on her debut season, just to observe the league methodically jeopardize their investment. Silver now had to decide whether to directly interfere with WNBA operations or not. You run the risk of being accused of micromanaging. Or witness the loss of millions of dollars invested in the NBA. By inept leadership, this is where the plot takes a really bizarre turn. As Silver dealt with Caitlin Clark was occupied with making golf appear to be the most intelligent sport in America, which infuriated sponsors. Each swing she made produced more favorable coverage than the WNBA season as a whole, whereas the WNBA had treated her like royalty. The LPGA, similar to a punching bag, there was nothing more uncomfortable than the contrast legends in golf were lining up to congratulate Clark on his innate talent. She was specifically invited to upcoming competitions by Annika Sorenstam. Her autograph was being sought for by professional golfers. WNBA veterans continued to voice their complaints in the interim. Concerned her receiving excessive attention, but when the data began to come in, that was the true gut punch. Overnight, the LPGA's social media presence surged. They gained more Instagram followers. By 200,000 in a single day, sales of golf equipment surged nationwide as teenage ladies expressed a sudden desire to explore the sport. Make appear effortless, Silver was forced to see this train disaster in real time. The sport that his league had disregarded was now profiting from the potential his league had squandered, and golf courses around the nation revealed enormous. Young athletes were skipping basketball camps in favor of enrolling in junior programs. Golf instruction, followed by the media attention that made Silver want to hide under his desk. Stories appeared in every major sports publication, comparing how basketball rejected Clark and how golf welcomed her. ESPN pundits openly questioned WNBA executives. A harsh editorial on lost chances in women's sports was published in Sports Illustrated.